Now, the man that I'm about to introduce is a gentleman I've studied throughout my life. His life has touched my life in ways that he will never know, but are truly profound. His courage and sacrifice have allowed me and millions of others to pursue the benefits of the American dream. I owe him a debt of gratitude that I will never be able to repay. Let's take a look at the following clip, please.
We're marching today to dramatize to the nation, dramatize to the world, that hundreds and thousands of Negro citizens of Alabama, but particularly here in the Black Belt area, denied the right to vote. We intend to march to Montgomery to present certain grievances to Governor George C. Wallace.
Well, I remember that day very well. We were determined, we were organized, we were disciplined, and we were committed to the way of peace, the way of love, the way of nonviolence. We were prepared to die for what we believed in.
That's right. You know, sadly, too many of our fellow citizens still carry the scars of an America where discrimination by the color of one's skin was the law. However painful their sacrifice was not in vain. Their dream of a more equal America may have been delayed, but was never extinguished. Their lives are vindicated each and every day when we are judged more on the merits of our character than the color of our skin. So as we stand shoulder to shoulder, we must never forget the shoulders that we stand upon. We are indebted to the men and women who endured the worst atrocities of discrimination in order to uphold the greatest promises of equality. And one of those men stands before us tonight. History is replete with individuals of outstanding valor and prolific vision, but the character and conviction of Congressman John Lewis has changed the course of our nation forever. John Lewis has continued to champion the dreams of his late friend, Dr. Martin Luther King, every day for the past half-century. Mr. Congressman, you've done the Lord's work elegantly and with a firm but quiet resolve that perfectly captures your approach to conflict. Never looking for a fight, but never retreating from one either. You've taught us that effort and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. You, sir, bore the burdens of persecution and the unfair yoke of segregation so that we might someday enjoy a more inclusive America. But we must do more than enjoy the fruits of your labor. We must sow the seeds of progress in the rich soil of hope so that future generations reap an even greater harvest. That is why, Mr. Congressman, we solemnly pledge to honor you tonight, not only with this award, but through our daily work, promoting diversity and equality for all people. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and help me present the highest honor that the USHCC can bestow upon an individual, the American Icon Award, to this legendary leader and our dear friend, Congressman John Lewis.
Mr. President, Mr. CEO, my brother, Sister Nina, I must tell you that I'm delighted and honored to receive this award, this honor from the United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I feel more than lucky, but very blessed tonight to be standing here. I want to thank each and every one of you for all that you do to help create a more perfect union. Many of you may not know, but I grew up in rural Alabama, 50 miles from Montgomery. Outside of a little town called Troy. My father was a sharecropper, a tenant farmer. Grew up very poor with 6 brothers and 3 sisters. But in 1944, when I was only 4 years old, my father had saved $300, and a man sold him 110 acres of land. We still own that land today. We raised a lot of peanuts, cotton, and corn. And sometime I would be out there working in the field in the hot sun. And my mother would say, "Boy, you need to catch up. You're falling behind." And I would say, "Ma, this is hard work." And she would say, "Boy, hard work never killed anybody." I said, "Well, it's about to kill me." So I was determined to get the best possible education that I could. But in 1955, 15 years old in the 10th grade, I heard of Rosa Parks. I heard the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on the radio. The action of Rosa Parks, the words and leadership of Dr. King inspired me. I would ask my mother, ask my father, my grandparents, my great-grandparents about the signs that I saw saying white and colored. They would say, "That's the way it is. Don't get in the way, don't get in trouble." But Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr. inspired me to get in trouble, good trouble, necessary trouble. As business leaders, as movers and shakers on this little piece of real estate that we call America, some of you have been getting in good trouble. We're not there yet. We have not yet created the beloved community. So I said to you tonight, you must continue to push, continue to pull, and continue to organize. You know, I got arrested a few times during the 60s, about 40 times, for sitting in, standing in, marching. My last arrest was here in Washington last October, trying to get the leadership of the Congress to bring a comprehensive immigration bill to the floor of the House. We have a moral obligation, a mission, and a mandate to get to Congress, all of us in the Congress, both Democrats and Republicans, to do what is right, what is fair, and what is just. Doesn't make sense in this little land we call America to have millions and millions of people living in the shadow. That's not right, that's not fair, and it's not just. So I promise you, With this honor, I'm more determined than ever before to continue to stand up, to speak out, and find a way to get in the way. In the final analysis, we're one people. It doesn't matter whether we're black or white or Hispanic or Asian American or Native American. We all live in the same house, not just the American house, but the world house. And we must continue to look out and care for each other. We are brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for this great honor.